Welcome everyone to day 4, Third Eye Activation Day. And if you've been following along this whole time, guess what? I have a secret for you, a secret confession. And that is you've been working on activating your third eye this whole time. All right, so even that moment when I had you imagine a green ball of energy, you were activating that space. And so we'll talk about what this space is today. And in particular today we're going to cover seeing energy with your eyes closed. We'll also cover your center of awareness, and as well you'll cover, I'll guide you through a third eye meditation activation. Okay, so exciting stuff. I'm also going to throw in a video that I posted to YouTube, I don't know, 2-3 years ago now. It has over 30,000 views. And so when you're done, as usual, go ahead and type in the group, what your ahas, questions, or comments are, and then type in hashtag day 4 done. All right, I'll see you in the next video. All right, so in this video, I'm going to talk about accessing this third eye space. And the way to do that essentially is you're going to be accessing this space. You're going to see energy with your eyes closed. So you're already doing this. Okay, you've been doing this whole time, like I mentioned in the previous video. Essentially what you're going to do is, with your eyes closed, and maybe you could follow along right now, is, with your eyes closed, what does it look like to imagine a pink elephant in your mind's eye? Or if you were to imagine, what does your car look like parked outside? Or maybe you have some memory of some favorite vacation spot, right? And it's that space, you could open your eyes. It's that space where when you picture these things, even with your eyes closed, guess what? That's the third eye. That's that third eye. I'll call it a third eye space. All right? So when we do this work, I'm going to have you keep your eyes closed whenever you're looking at energy. And the reason for that is that when your eyes are open, it could get a little distracting, right? You're looking all around. Whereas when your eyes are closed, right, you can really focus. All right? So that's the first part here, just the whole concept of seeing energy with your eyes closed. You already do this anyway. And anytime anyone says, imagine with your eyes closed in your mind's eye, what does this look like? Or how would you imagine this? That same space of your imagination, guess what? It is that same space of seeing energy with your third eye. All right, we'll expand on that in the next video. Okay, so in this video, I want to give you some more practical kind of guidance, because the other 2 videos there were more conceptual. Now I want to give you something practical, okay? And I'm calling this your center of awareness. And in my book, I talk about being in the center of your head. And if you can imagine, right there in the center of your head, if you were seated there, right, literally if you're in the middle of your head, then you're looking straight out your third eye, which is right there, right? The third eye space, right between your brow. And, in my book, I talk about chakras as well. And this is your 6th chakra, okay, the third eye. It's one and the same, pretty much. So how do you find the center? Okay, so go ahead and take your thumbs like this. Okay, and literally follow along with me. You're going to put them right up above your ears. Okay, so where the tip of one thumb, right, meets in a line like that. Okay, from thumb to thumb, that's think of that as one axis. And then now you're going to take one of your fingers and put it right on top of your head like that. Okay, and so straight down from the middle of your head there, and then where that line and then this line meets, all right, so just make note of where that intersects, and then right in the center there. All right, so imagine this one goes straight back. There's a line that goes straight back to the back of your head. And so again, thumbs, one on the top of your head, and then this other finger right in front. Where those 3 lines intersect, okay, that's your center of your head. That's the center of your awareness. And I'll guide you through this in the meditation. that you can imagine now bringing all of your energy right into where all those lines intersect, and that is where you're going to operate from. We call this being in the center of your head. And then I'm going to have you imagine you're seated there, like in a nice comfortable chair, or one of those Barca lounges, right? You're just seated there, and then you're looking out straight out you're going to imagine looking straight out your third eye. Okay. And then out in front of you, there's going to be like a movie theater screen or like a TV, and you're going to see images, colors on this reflected, kind of like a movie projector, projected out onto that screen. Okay. And then later, the more you do this work, you might not even need that movie screen. That's just a way to, have a place so you could place energy and see it. But just know that overall, okay, your eyes are closed. Right, in that place where you imagine a pink elephant. What does that look like? Well, it's less about what the pink elephant looks like. It's where, in that center of head space, that you're picturing it, where you naturally will and do picture it. All right? So stay tuned, because in the next video, I'll guide you in a guided meditation. All right, see you there. All right, so before we start this guided meditation, go ahead and just take your thumbs right on top of each ear, and then one finger right on top of your head, and the other finger right in front of your third eye right there, right? And imagine that 3 lines cross, and then where they intersect, when you do close your eyes, you're going to go ahead and rest your awareness. Just bring all of your energy right into that center of head space, and then you're going to imagine a chair, like you're seated in front on a chair, and you're looking outwards, out your forehead. Okay, so go ahead and find a nice quiet spot where you'll be uninterrupted, and then you could close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, and go ahead, as is the practice, as we've been practicing, go ahead and give yourself a grounding cord. And you could play with a different grounding cord than what you're used to, maybe like a trunk of a tree, or like a waterfall kind of grounding cord, or just a different color, or even like an elevator kind of grounding cord. Just play with something different, and then just validate how that feels to the body. If that feels good, great, use it. If it doesn't, you could always let that one go and form a new one. And then bring your aura in closer around you to a distance that works for you. And then put that protection rose up to define your psychic boundaries. Now, with your eyes still closed, you could put your thumbs right on top of your ears. Just notice where those lines cross. Put one of your index fingers right on top of your head, right in the middle on the top of your head there. And then take your other index finger and put it right in front of, right between your brow. And imagine where all those lines intersect. That is your center of head. Okay, that center of awareness, right where you're going to access your third eye. Now you can put your hands back down on your lap, and then go ahead and imagine now, and with intention, that you can bring all your energy, all your awareness right into that center of head, right where all those lines intersect. And imagine that there's a chair there that you could sit on. And imagine that you're seated right on that chair. And just like in the old Star Trek or Star Wars movies, they're on the bridge, and then there's the screen looking out into outer space. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay too. Just imagine you could sit in that chair, and that out in front of you, from that vantage point, is like a big movie theater screen, maybe about 2 to 3 feet out in front of you. It could be a TV screen or whatever shows up for you. All right, and then as you're getting comfortable there, just more and more bringing your energy there. Just get more familiar with the center of headspace. And I want you to go ahead from here, go ahead and imagine a rose on that screen. All right, and see it as 3D as you can with no effort. It's more like you're just noticing what shows up. Okay, when you intend for a rose to show up, what color shows up? Is it a red rose, a green rose, a gold rose? How many petals does it have? Is the bud open or closed? Is the stem long or short? Is it thick or thin? And we use roses because it's just a nice high vibration. And it's a very symbolic, or a symbol used very much in many spiritual traditions. All right, and now imagine that you could just explode that rose. Just imagine that it turns to dust, millions of pieces, and it just falls away. And then just have it be that as it explodes, Mother Earth takes care of it. It might go down your grounding cord, but your job is just to let it go. Okay, and then with that, go ahead and now imagine a big gold sun. Fill yourself in. And then when you're ready, you could come on out of the trance. Just lean over and stretch, come on out. All right, so in the next video, I have a video that I mentioned I posted to YouTube. So go ahead and watch that. It'll give you kind of a deeper dive. I'll talk about the pineal gland in there. And so, you know, if you have any questions or comments about that, go ahead and post that to the group. All right, but for now, keep playing with that center of head, just being in the center of your head, whether your eyes are open or closed. All right, so that's kind of your homework for the rest of the day. All right, see you in the next video.